Alright everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you all had a good weekend. Whilst I believe it may have already been confirmed by Yannick, yesterday we got confirmation that Season 9 will have a continuation of the story from Season 4. Now this is exciting news, I have to admit, and I believe it opens up a world of possibilities in which way they could take the story, some of which I want to talk about in today's video. So let's get into this. Drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with all my videos. Let's begin. First off, it's really great to see the devs interacting so freely on Twitter and other forums, along with the official Division 2 account as well. I've seen them, tweeting at people, responding to people really quite freely, which is just awesome. I'm sure they've been bursting at the seams for so long to talk about stuff to do with Division 2. I know they can't say too much, of course, until Ubisoft give them the green light, but at least now it's not silence like it was before. Also, it does feel really good to be making a positive video, something that has been difficult to do in the last 18 months or so. So thank you very much for sticking around. I've seen your comments, guys, about me making negative videos, and if I can make a positive one, I really will, and I think this is definitely one of those. So all in all, pretty happy to be making this video, and I'm sure that will come across as well. Here's to many more. So yesterday, Massive's new product director Morten Ryberg tweeted out the following, saying, "I cannot wait for the Division 2 to pick up where we left the story with Season 4. I am pretty sure I am not alone on this. Wish I didn't know it at all and could get to experience it like all of the fans." I have to admit, that would really suck, kind of knowing the full story before you get to play through it yourself, or before the fans do. But I guess there is excitement in seeing fans experience the story as well, so, swings and roundabouts. Like I said, I'm sure Yannick confirmed this a very, very long time ago. I can't find the tweet, but I'm sure he did. But this is the latest statement confirming the same. Season 9 will be a continuation of the story from Season 4. Now, if you remember back to Season 4, we've just taken down Faye Lau, one of the most beloved characters in the Division universe. Sure, it wasn't the most, wasn't the greatest ending at all. I did say taken down as well because, there is still some speculation that we didn't actually kill Faye Lau. I'm 99% sure we did, and I don't foresee a revival of Faye Lau in Season 9 at all. What we might see, and I'm sure most of you would agree, is some resolution to her ending, maybe a cutscene showing us officially kind of taking her down or something. This is something that I think all of us wanted in the end of Season 4, but I would hope that we might see this in Season 9. If not, I think Faye Lau is as good as done, and we won't be hearing from her ever again. Fingers crossed we get some kind of cutscene though. So I think we can kind of cross Faye Lau off of the list for now. There is Barden Schaefer, who we took down in Season 3, I believe it was. And if you go back, when the manhunt ended, it said Schaefer was in critical condition, leaving many to think that we had actually captured Barden Schaefer, something I also believe. I think it's highly likely Barden makes an appearance in Season 9, if not one of the main characters in Season 9. I've said before that I think our base of operations might be attacked by Black Tusk and maybe some really powerful hunter who then rescue Barden and then get away. This powerful hunter could be, the major kind of manhunt for Season 9. It could well be a character we already know, maybe Natalia Sokolova. Could be a hunter, I don't know, or it could possibly be a new character. I would be surprised if it was a new character. I think it will be a character that we know. And personally, I'd love the idea of our base of operations, being under attack and kind of getting overrun. And I think that would really set the scene for Season 9. I do think that's more of a fantasy of mine, rather than what's actually gonna happen. I think the most likely story will not involve Schaefer at all, but instead focus on the Black Tusk relationship with the hunters, our job being to take down their leader, who I believe is Natalia Sokolova. We know she is funding the Black Tusk, and we know from the new countdown mode the Black Tusk and hunters are seen working together against agents. This to me is the most obvious way for the story to go, and I can't wait. I really can't wait, to be honest. It's been 6 years or more and we still know very little about the Hunters and their origin. They are by far the most intriguing faction. If you can call them a faction, I don't know. They're the most powerful faction as well. And I think the only time we've heard them speak, I think they sounded like wild animals. So very much looking forward to massive unveiling more lore surrounding the Hunters, if that is indeed what Season 9 is all about. I hope it is. I've never really hugely been into the story, but I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the new content for me, because it does focus on, or appears to be focusing on, the Hunters. And if what Morten is saying here is true, it looks like it's going to be a really awesome season as well in terms of story. You may be seeing some lore videos from me. NGN better be scared. Nah, NGN lore videos are class, but here's me hoping that I can at least make NGN proud when I do make a lore video in the future. Off script, I just want to tack this on the end. One of the things that I think they have to explore into this year's worth of content, doesn't have to necessarily be Season 9, but certainly seasons after that, is the idea that agents and the Shade Network is actually the bad guys. And I would really like them to explore that. So yeah, fingers crossed with that also. The other bit of news that I briefly wanted to cover is for any PvP fans of The Division 2. A tweet from Plumcouch or Plumconch836 to Yannick on April 8th said, please clarify Division 2 chest piece swapping when applying an armor kit, essentially having an efficient talent medkit active at the same time as another chest talent. Is this an exploit? And talent stacking, yes or no? Of course, this triggered a slew of bickering between players about whether this was an exploit or not. I don't play PvP, so I didn't even know this was an issue. But just reading how this works, I'd say it sounds unintended and thus probably an exploit. This appears to be a question asked numerous times over the lifespan of the game. Some of that still exists in-game. And Trick Dempsey did reply saying, it's an exploit we intend to fix. Now, we don't know if that's going to be a fix coming as part of Season 9. I don't think it will be, but it does look as though it's something they are going to fix in the future. And that has to be good news, right? Which is why I wanted to include it here in this video. Whilst PvP won't be getting any new content, if Massive can at least fix as many of the exploits as possible and get the balancing right, it should be playable for those who do enjoy PvP in the Division 2. It should make that experience even better for those players, and that has to be a good thing. I myself am waiting for the Division Heartland to drop, which I'm speculating will be in the next 8 weeks, but I simply don't know at this point, and we've heard nothing about Heartlands since the most recent information from Tom Henderson. We've really heard nothing from them at all, so I've got no idea when it's coming out. That's it though, everyone. I'm very excited to see the continuation of the story in Season 9. I've never been so excited to get into the story of The Division 2. Let me know how you think the story will go in Season 9, or maybe throughout the year as well, or how you want it to go in the comments down below. Phase 2 of the PTS will hopefully be soon, and of course, once we get an announcement, I will have you covered here, so make sure your notifications are turned on, and that way you won't miss any of my future videos. Until the next one, Epic out.